In February earlier this year, there was a lot of noise when the United States sent 3 flights full of deported Indians back to India. Many thought that US had stopped deporting Indians after that. But that's not true. Deportation is still regular. Recently, it was revealed that another large deportation flight from US arrived in India, carrying over 200 immigrants, including 20 to 22 people from Gujarat, mostly from Mehsana and Gandhinagar. A young Gujarati man who was on that flight shared his awful experience. He said that he had been in US jail for almost a year before being deported. He told the news outlet I Am Gujarat that flight took off from Texas and landed in New Delhi on the June 26, 2025. Well, according to him, passengers on that flight had their hands and feet tied with chains, which were only removed about an hour before the plane landed in India. This case is part of a much bigger policy change in the US. The US government has now made it easier and faster to deport immigrants, even to third countries that are not their home country. This is a big shift. Yes, you heard it right. The earlier rules were different, where the US usually deport people only to their own country. But now, US Immigration and Custom Enforcement can send people to other countries with very little notice, as little as 6 hours. In normal cases, there are almost a 24-hour warning given, but in emergencies or extingent circumstances, the deportation can happen in just 6 hours. If the country they are being deported gives a guarantee of safety, they may even be deported without any warning at all. This new rule became active after a recent US Supreme Court decision that cleared the way for these quick deportations. Earlier, a lower court had stopped such deportations, asking for at least 10 days notice for the immigrants. That could change the deportation if needed. But the Supreme Court, in a very short statement, paused that order and allowed ICE to continue deportations as they were doing. Justice Sonia strongly disagreed with the decision and said it puts life in danger. Many immigration lawyers in the US are worried. They say that rule change could hurt thousands of immigrants and people who have lived in the US for years, who have work permits, families, and no ties to their third country that they are being sent to. These people could face torture, abuse, or danger in the third country. In one real case, a man was deported to Mexico, where he was kidnapped and raped. ICE says that if someone fears deportation to a third country, they will get a quick screening to check if they qualify for humanitarian protection under the Convention Against Torture, an agreement signed by US in 1994. But lawyers says that 24-hour process is too short and not safe. Well, in short, the US made it much easier to deport immigrants, sometimes to the country they don't even belong to. And this is causing fear and confusion among immigrant communities, including Indians, majorly. What do you think about this new policy change? Make sure to comment down below under our video. And if you like such content, subscribe to World On. Thanks for watching.